Right through the time quarter, I backed off twice trying to regain traction, got back in it.
Step into the ultimate speed show on New Zealand's fastest road. Stretching 6 kilometres long without a single corner in sight, it's paradise for the speed enthusiast. Join us at Landspeed New Zealand's Trials Day on Goudies Road, Reporoa. From European supercars to American muscle, even Holdens versus Holdens, 5 in total, sedans versus utes. For motorcycle enthusiasts, Turbo Hyabusa's taking on the supercharged Kawasaki H2R. Let's talk with some of the drivers and riders, starting with Landspeed founder John Seccombe.
Such a turnout from all over New Zealand, from Timaru, Dunedin, right up to Kerikeri. People have travelled here. All the participants are very positive about the event. We're just hoping that it clears, but otherwise we'll try and get a few runs in today.
It's a Ferrari F12. It's a V12 6.3 litre. This year I'm trying to go for the 200 mile.
This is my 2020 Ducati Panigale V4. Hopefully today we be nice to see 300, but we'll see if the weather gods play ball.
I want to try and push it to that 320 mark and see how high I can get up to there. Me and my friend Dave, who's over this way, we thought we'd have a bit of fun and bring our cars down and see how fast we can go. So we've both got McLarens. I have my McLaren 12C. This one's been modified, so it's full stage 3, pumping out about 810 horsepower at the moment. My neighbour happens to be Jan McLaren, which is Bruce McLaren's sister. So that kind of had a little influence on my decision.
Hopefully get a few runs and get a 300 and get a feel of how much further I can push over, maybe 310, etc.
I'm so looking forward to it. It's going to be the biggest buzz. It's going to be awesome.
Let's talk to Cole and Patrick, both potentially in the top 3 today, both on Turbo Hyabusas.
What's different for this year is I've built a new motor with a taller ratio gearbox, stronger internals. It's now got an air-to-water intercooler. It was running 240 horsepower at the wheel last year. It's somewhere north of 360 now, but trying to hold any more power than that to the drum on the dyno just seems to blow the tyre away. Oh, it'd be nice if the bike could go over 370 in good conditions. Yeah, there's a bit of competition. Yeah, there's 4 Turbo Hyabusas here, and I think we're all running within about 20 horsepower of each other.
The competition is a little changed because Scott is not here with his Kawasaki H2R. So I think Cole with his Suzuki turbocharged Busa is one of the competitions, and then we have another 3 other turbocharged Hayabusas. The speed from the last time was a 348.4 kilometers per hour, and this time we expect the 370 kilometers plus. This is the target.
Drivers and riders are lining up ready to run. To unleash their vehicle's full potential, most of the speed limit are removed. Other add-ons include tunes, turbos, superchargers, NOS. The roads are closed, the timing gear's in place, we're about ready to roll. Ahead is a 3 kilometre run-up, a quarter mile time section that clocks their speed, then a 2.5 kilometre slowdown stretch. All drivers and vehicles both way speeds will be at the end of the coverage. First up to test the speed traps, Landspeed founder John Seccombe on his 370 horsepower Kawasaki H2R.
The first run was 340 on my first run, and then I turned around and came back and it was 337. So happy with that. I'd like to go faster. I'm still 20k away from my top speed, the speed I want to do. But the bike's fairly good. Yeah, I'm an old man, I just got to get tucked down lower. Is that okay? Yeah.
I'd like to do close to 300 at least on this first run if I can, and then if it dries out a bit more, I'll go push it a bit harder.
I'm riding a Honda MB50, 1980 model, and made a few mods to it, taken it to Australia twice, set 2 records over it there. Best speed was 68 miles an hour on 9 horsepower.
Kind of hard to see, but I think I've seen about 210 miles an hour on the speedo.
First drive was a bit sketchy. It was spinning in every gear. Second drive was a bit better because I knew what to expect. It's drying up, so I think it's time to pull out the NOS and we'll give it a go. You can't really push the bike too hard to go one way or the other. You've just got to gently suggest which way you want it to go. But yeah, it's pretty intense. Yeah.
I did see 300 and something, but that's obviously only my speedo in the car, so it's awesome. I just wish the weather was better.
The second run felt a lot more comfortable. The first one, the car was moving around quite a bit, probably driver induced, but had a lot of fun, and to be honest, I don't think I'd go much faster than what I did. But a lot of fun and extremely well organised event. It's been great.
Yeah, certainly a handful. Yeah, no, days, just awesome. Yeah, definitely do this again. Yeah.
Mid 400 kilowatt range, managed to get 280 something. So primo day, primo organisation, good crew, good vibes, and yeah.
it's basically stock. So I had a cold air intake put in the tune, so it's putting out 634 horsepower at the rear wheels. Yeah, I had a really great day. Didn't really think it was going to happen with the rain this morning.
The event's been awesome. We've actually managed to get quite a dry run on the second run, 281 before the ECU check engine light cut in again. So.
Second run, yeah, felt pretty good actually. So I managed to get 296 on the second run, so I'm happy with that.
At that sort of speed's great. You definitely get the old tunnel vision. You definitely focus dead ahead. She's good fun here.
Got a bit more boost in it if we get another crack. So it's all in all pretty happy.
With 5 Holdens lining up today, which will be the fastest? We have a selection of HSV GTS, VSR V8 Super Tourers, Utes, and Club Sports.
Almighty bang, and I knew something had come off, but it was 293 k's.
The car read a 169, but I felt a limiter coming on, which it's not supposed to have.
Yeah, the second run was a lot better. I think maybe a tailwind. I got to 300 on the readout, so.
Got it round to probably about 5-6 in 5th gear, which is not bad going for an old girl like this.
At that speed, yeah, everything's going by pretty quick. It's pretty exciting.
The run went pretty well, bit more of a tailwind coming home, so probably about 10k difference. So I think I maxed out around, well, on the speed I was about 286, but you just don't know how accurate that is. But
The rivalry between Patrick and Cole continues. Let's hear about their runs.
Yeah, this is what I can say. It was not my day and it was not the conditions who I like. Respect of Cole, really awesome. But we will see how this works out next year.
Well, we sort of waited for the weather to come right and took opportunities when we got them. Things dried out a little bit, the wind died down a bit, and I absolutely nailed it. I had about 12 pounds of dome pressure in 6th gear for around 310 horsepower at the wheel, and I've got a scramble button which I put another 30 horsepower into, and I was just about pulling that scramble button through the switch block about half a k out of the timed quarter, and I just kept it pinned in 6th right through and recorded a one-way of 370 kilometres an hour, which is the fastest one-way run ever recorded on a motorcycle in New Zealand. Heading back the other way for the return run, I recorded, I think it was 332, 336, something like that. Either way, the average was 352. Fastest average in New Zealand was 358. However, so I had another go, running in the same direction within an hour, and had wheel spin for I reckon about a kilometre. So I recorded a top speed of 297, but I was on rev limit in 6th gear for past the pits, well short of the time quarter, right through the time quarter. I backed off twice trying to regain traction, got back in it, it just didn't do it. So rev limit in 6th gear would have been about 400 kilometres an hour rear wheel speed. and 300 ground speed, 297 ground speed.
John?
Oh, the event's probably the most well-run event we've ever attended. John's so passionate with what he does a brilliant job. Everyone that helps is so friendly, passionate about what they're doing, know what they're doing, and the event just works every year. It's just great. We really enjoy coming up.
If you're keen on Landspeed in New Zealand, then why not join up today? Also, keep an eye out for their next events.
Yeah, the whole day was brilliant. You know, considering the weather, we've all been able to get a few runs in. And
Great bunch of people and really good camaraderie.